Yeah, they thought that you was a shy girl until I made you my girl. Girl, you pushed me like a big boy till I cuffed you like you did something. You ain't gotta wait for it. You ain't gotta wait for me to give you my love. You ain't gotta wait for it. Things are getting sticky, girl, I think that I'm stuck. I'll admit I'm wrong, but I know that you gon' come for me.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we are starting off with the 4-part series, Back to Basics. It honestly, like, even though I do makeup, I'm still learning, so I'm always going back to the basics, and the basics never steer me wrong. So as I said before, this is a 4-part series. I'm going to be breaking up this entire makeup look into 4 different parts, starting with the brows all the way to the lip. You are going to be educated on every single step. I'm going to have different products in this video. I'm going to name different brushes, and I'm going to show you different techniques that you can use in your entire makeup routine to get this flawless application. So if you want to see part 1 of this series, then just keep on watching the video. We're just going to get started. So for the first part of the series, obviously we are going to focus on step 1, which is the brows. I know I don't do my brows on camera, so this will be a legit treat for y'all. I just groomed my brows up because they were looking atrocious. I did a little something to them, but not really, because don't forget, we are going to conceal, don't feel, okay? So the eyebrow pencil that I'm going in with is the Ultra Slim Brow Pencil, and this is by Ulta. It is a twist up pencil, so I can push it down if I want to, bring it up if I want to, and it also has a spoolie at the end, which I do love because I don't have to use multiple brushes. This retails for $10 at Ulta, but don't forget, Ulta has coupons that you can use to save some dollars on your purchase. So the first thing we're going to do for these brows is we're going to comb through them. And you want to comb through your brows because you want the hairs to be going in the same direction. Don't just go straight into drawing on your brows because it's not going to look right. So make sure you comb through them, and as you're combing through them, push the hairs up because we're going to start drawing the line under the brow to give us a nice clean line. Your hair is like this, you can't really see what's going on, but if you lift the hairs up, you can see this line right here. That kind of gives you a guide so you can have a clean brow. So we're just going to draw the line, and what you're going to do is you're going to start kind of towards the front of the brow, and we're just going to draw a line just like this. So your line is going to go straight. It's going to go at an angle. So we can fill this part of the brow in because I don't have no hair right there. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got no hair right there. We're just going to fill this in, and once you get to this end part where you've drawn the line diagonally, we're just going to bring it on down to where the tail is, your natural tail. So it gives you should be creating one of these shapes, these. Now where you stop the tail of your brows, I like to use my outer corner as a guide, and that's where I stop the tail end of my brow. You don't want to go lower than that because you're going to have like a McDonald's looking brow, and that's what we don't want. So we want to stop right here. As you can see, mine is stopped at the tail of the brow. So just use that as a guide to have a stopping point when you do your brow. Don't go in full throttle with the pencil. Make sure you're doing light strokes. So now when we get to the front of the brow, we're just going to draw the line under, like so. Now we're going to work on the top part of the brow. So I'm going to brush the hairs down. And with my brow, I just like to create an extra arch. So I'm going to start in the center, as you can see, and I'm just kind of going to work my way up with the brow. So we're going to work our way up and bring it on down. So once again, instead of doing this shape, actually you're continuing the shape. So we're still continuing this rounded shape to create this arch. And then you're just going to connect it to the tail. Now with the top part of the brow, this is where you have to go in with a super light hand, do small strokes just like so. And we're not gonna create one of those square brows. So as you can see, when I push the hairs back, it gives me a nice little feel. Not overly filled, not too dark, just a nice feel. Now with the top of the brow, you wanna turn the brush strokes horizontally, and you're gonna do upward strokes. So it mimics hair in the front. You don't want a brow that's like super harsh in the front. If you do end up like having a heavy hand with the front of your brow, just go in with your spoolie and kind of brush those hairs. And this will distribute the color so that your eyebrow looks more natural than having it look drawn on. So for concealer, I am going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. Make sure when you're choosing a concealer that it's 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I like a good, nice, natural highlight, depending on the mood that I'm in. Some people like a super, super white highlight. I'm not a fan. Sure. So basically what I like to do is I like to squeeze some on the back of my hand. I don't like to go straight in with the brush because I don't have as much control. And I also like to go in with a flat top brush like so. This is from e.l.f. I actually got this brush a long time ago, so I'm not sure if they still sell this brush. So I'm just taking a little bit off the back of my hand. And make sure you coat both sides. And how I like to start is I'm going to start at the front of the brow. And we already have a line to kind of guide where our concealer should go. So I'm just going to follow that line. And I'm going to drag the concealer down. As you can see, I'm dragging the concealer down. So as you can see, we have that nice cleaned up line at the bottom. I'm just going to take a little bit more concealer because I am going to use this as a highlight color. And I'm just going to place this on the center part of the brow where the arch is. So it has a little bit more coverage. And I'm doing patting motions with this. I'm doing patting motions because that gives you the most coverage. When you swipe or wipe, you end up with a lot of streaking or you don't get the coverage that you want. This isn't a rush thing, so don't rush. So now we're going to work on the top part. So with the top, as you can see, I want the brush to be flat towards my eyebrow. And I'm just going to, where that line is, push the color up. So I'm pushing the concealer upward because I want that line to be sharp. So now I'm going to blend out this concealer. So I'm taking this brush. I honestly don't know what this brush is called, but any like fluffy blush brush or foundation brush will work. But now I'm just diffusing out this concealer because once we go in with our foundation, we don't want that halo eye. So as you can see, I'm brushing in the front. So if you ever feel like you went in with too much eyebrow pencil, just brush in the front and it kind of diffuses that color away, leaving you with a nice, strong brow. So that is it for this brow. I'm going to do my other brow, but I'm just going to let you watch what I do. And we're going to mimic this brow to this. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed part 1 of this series, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. If you are new to my channel, join the B.O.M.B Squad. We are the realest squad on the internet. Also, comment in the comment box if you are excited to see part 2 of the series. Don't miss part 2 because we are just getting started. I know part 1 was kind of boring. It was just brows. So if you want to see part 2 of this series, definitely leave a comment in the comment box below. But I look forward to seeing y'all in part 2. Bye guys.